Hey everyone, this is Cameron with Ontivity. When I think about fall protection, there's a number of different things that kind of come to mind. One of which, and is very, very important, is equipment compatibility. We're transitioning from an area when we used to predominantly use triple braided rope for our vertical lifelines to now using a Kern Mantle style rope. And what I oftentimes see is people utilize equipment in which they have available to them. That doesn't necessarily mean that that equipment is going to be compatible with the newer equipment in which you have now. Here's a prime example. This is an older style rope grab that was initially designed for triple braided rope, but you can see that I have it on a Kern Mantle rope. If you look in closely here, you can see that this is rated for a 5/8 rope or a 16 millimeter Kern Mantle rope. Now in this case here, this is an incompatible piece of equipment. Now here is an example of what you do want to use. You're looking at a Kern Mantle rope here with an ASAP that is properly rated for this. You can see here, if you were to look on the back, that this is rated for a 10 millimeter to 13 millimeter rope. So as you look at your PPE and your equipment, as you're getting started for that day, you need to go through and not only inspect it for its quality and making sure that it's still built and functioning, but you also want to make sure that those components that you're using together to create that system, that they are designed to work with each other. Now, another thing that I see, especially at this time of the year, when the seasons are changing, a lot of times we're going from our winter gear to our spring gear to our summer gear, or we may quite honestly have all three seasons in one day. Now this means that you're going to be adding layers and removing layers quite frequently, which leads to a prime situation for your gear not to be sized properly to what it is in which you're using it for. The biggest thing that I see here is the leg straps tend to get loose. Even if you're not changing gear throughout the day, sometimes those buckles creep open and they allow a little bit too much room in there. Now, initially, you may not think that this is a big deal, but God forbid something bad happens. You want to make sure that there's not any additional slack in this system that increases your free fall distance before that equipment is able to start arresting that fall. As you can imagine, if these aren't properly seated, that could add anywhere from 4 to 6, maybe even 8 inches in that free fall distance, which adds all that more force to your body. So making sure that as you layer that clothing and as you wear that harness throughout the day, that it's properly fitted and that it's snug and it fits you comfortably is of the utmost importance. If you have any questions whatsoever, if it's a safety related question, reach out to Safety LMS. If it's gear related, reach out to GME. I hope you found what I talked to you about today valuable, and I hope you put it to use in the field. Thank you so much.